Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark's Terror. For those of you who are watching the weather news, please pray that Hurricane Lee does not affect anyone. Because that's some crazy shit. It's fucking crazy. Can't believe that shit. Backaboo. What's going on? Just finished watching the weather news. Fucking hurricanes coming towards us, but the latest models are saying that it's gonna miss us, but still affect us with rain and wind and stuff. Nothing major, but the predictions change every fucking day. It's coming close to us, but not that close. Not close enough to like destroy us, which is great. But hey, Lord knows. Hey, Jessica, how you doing, sweetie? All right. Well, the thing is, you call me daddy, but Jessica wants me to be her. She wants to call me Big Daddy. You know how it goes. We have to share. Yeah, I'm a different kind of daddy. Exactly. See, look, I'm Big Daddy. To Jessica, I'm Big Daddy, and I'm your Daddy Pooh. Okay? You have to be nice. Oh boy. See, solved. Problem solved. It's that simple. Yeah, I know. I have it in my hand right now. And look what the first card on the bottom says for both of you. Look. See that? This man has a big D, so if you are scared, bring a Sharpie. See that? You know why you got to bring a Sharpie? I'll tell you if you don't know. Okay? I'll tell you if you don't know. One of the famous sayings that I had when a girl come in here, when a woman comes in here and starts talking shit, she's like, I want a big one. And I'm like, yeah, you can't handle no big one. Yeah, you don't know me. I'm like, yeah, if I came over to your house, I'd have to bring a Sharpie. And she's like, what the fuck you talking about? I said, you'd have to draw a line where you want me to stop. Shut up, woman. And everybody in here would be literally dying and peeing their pants. It was like the funniest shit ever. And I come up with some, pretty funny shit. But I'm sure somebody's come up with that before. I teased the living shit out of some of those girls, the women that came in here before you guys. Trust me, they got turned up in here. They talk pure shit. See, you need a Sharpie for baby daddy, see? That's what I used to tell these women in here. I said, girl, don't talk no shit to me. You need a Sharpie when you come. I said, I used to have this Sharpie right here on my desk. I don't have it anymore, right? But I used to have the Sharpie. I used to put the black Sharpie up, or I have different colors, right? I said, look, I'm even got different colors now for different occasions. And it was so funny. I had a red one for Valentine's Day. It was right after my birthday. And I had a red one. I said, see, you want some birthday sex? I have the red Sharpie for you when you come over, Jordan line. And some girls would be like, I don't need no damn Sharpie. I'm throwing that shit away. I want it all. And I'm like, yeah. I used to tease the living shit out of all of them. They liked it. They have fun in here, man. It's a dope channel. These guys talk shit and have fun. That's the way it should be. Should always have fun. And if you have to talk about sex to have fun, that's cool. Who cares? As long as everybody's not getting offended. She's over there dick dumb. Yeah, she can be dick numb. All right, I'm shuffling them up for you. Let's see what I got for Becca. All right, Becca, let's see what we got for you. I don't know why you got this card, right? But anyway. A man that needs to ask brother love about sex with a hoe. So maybe he needs to talk to me about having sex with a hoe. Because the hoe is probably not doing him right. See, that's why he keeps coming back to you, see. Yeah, that's what it is. See, he needs to ask brother love about hers. See, brother love would tell him, look, you don't want a hers. These hers are slack. They're not gonna do what your baby mama's gonna do. They're not gonna do the things, you know, that your baby mama's been doing all this time. The woman that you really want. He might have to. He might be asking somebody, man. I know it says brother love, but you know, he might be asking somebody, look, man, you think I should be dealing with hers, or do you think I should be dealing with my baby mom? And somebody's probably talking sense into him. Look, man, you don't want these dirty hers. You know, go back to your baby mama. She's clean. You know, she's this, she's that. But that's what it could mean, because he ain't talking to me. If he talks to me, I'm going to give him different advice. All right, Jessica. So, yeah, that's what it probably means. Oh, there you go. See, so that could mean that he's finally given up on the whole life, like because the hoes weren't getting him anywhere. See, I'll tell you the truth. A lot of men, right? They think that, they get fed up of the same coochie every day, all day, every night, all year for years and years. And then they say, yeah, you know, I want to get some different coochie. I'm breaking up with my woman. I'm going to go try some different woman. And they end up finding a hoe. And the hoe ends up doing everything they want. But then that hoe gets tired of him because she's a hoe. And she wants to explore different angles. So when she goes, he's going to be like, yeah, this shit ain't the same no more. I might as well go back to my original coochie, or the one that I was always taking care of me, because the grass weren't green on the other side. But it's true, though. You're screaming, but it's fucking true. I'm telling you. That's why you got that card. See, and now he's telling you he loves you and shit. See, I knew I was right. See, that's what I'm saying. He went to a brother love. See, another man like me, an older cat probably told him, you know, I'm twice his age. So older cat said, look, bro, you don't want no hoods, man. A coochie's like a cup. You wash it and use it again. All right? But if you have the same coochie, you ain't got to worry about that. Okay? It's facts, I'm telling you. I tell the young guys all the time, stay away from hoes, man. Those things are dangerous. All right. Jessica, you could be dealing with a Libra. Libra people observe others and make sure they are getting what's best for them. So you could be dealing with a Libra, and this Libra person is observing you, making sure that they're getting what's best for them out of you, or they're getting what's best for them, even though you might tell them not to, or you might be giving them advice, or something could be happening with a Libra. A Libra could be observing you and making sure that they're getting what's best for them through you, with you, or around you. Libra season's coming up. Could be back on you. Could be. That's the Libra in your life. She might be observing you and saying, okay, I'm getting what I need, No, it's not a Libra man. It just says Libra people. Read the damn card, woman. Libra people observe others and make sure they are getting what's best for them. Libra people, not Libra man. Okay. No, you're just a Libra. Libras are just like that. They don't know. They read what they want. All right, I'll give you a twin blame card. Twin blame cards as well. Being that there's only you two in here entertaining me tonight so far. I know it's early. I'll entertain you until somebody, needs me. All right, I got my twin flame cards out in memory of my beautiful friend in heaven. Her birthday is tomorrow, Sue. And in memory of her, I'll pull some twin flame cards for you. Twin blame cards. And her words would be, Marky, you know you love it. And she'll tell me your twin flame is a Capricorn or Aries because she knows I don't like those signs. She'll say it just to aggravate me. All right. Becca, you got spooked from the D. Says, I got spooked. So you got spooked of the D, and your twin flame got spooked because, he's now telling you he loves you. He's also saying maybe we were just too different. But then he realized that no other compares to you. See? I knew it. I said it earlier. See, he's talking to somebody, a brother love figure. Or if he has a brother, he might be talking to his brother. Yeah, I know. I'm saying that the cards don't lie. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's why he's come back. He come to his senses. And maybe his brother, an older brother, told him, look, man, you got a good woman, you got a kid. Go the fuck back to your baby mamas. Leave these fucking dirty hoods alone. You're getting older. Somebody must have talked some sense into him. That's what I'm getting. That's what that card means. Try and tell everybody, Look, a guy told me a long time ago. He's passed away now. He was a Rastafarian, right? He had a wife. He had daughters. He had two daughters, two daughters, I think. And he sat me down in his little booth. We were smoking weed. This is way back. This is like 20 years ago. And he says, young man, I see you with all these women. Every time I see you with a next thing, or I saw you certain place with this woman, blah, blah, blah. The next time I saw you with somebody else. He goes, have fun now if you want, but it's dangerous fun. And he said to me, A coochie is like a cup. You wash it and you use it again. But sometimes the cup can't be washed no more. And that cup, you gotta throw it away. Because it can't be washed no more. It might be a paper cup, it might be a plastic cup, or it's one of those cups that you use every day to drink out of. He says, what would you rather have? And I said, I understand what you're saying, bro. I'm good. I make sure, I use my condom sense and I choose the right ones. And I said, oh, because you see me with a woman, don't mean I'm fucking her, Because that's what everybody thought. Everybody thought that every woman I was around, I was banging them. And that's not the truth. And I don't have no shame in saying that. I'm not gonna win a medal because I'm fucked like 50 bitches. Like, you crazy? That's a lot to keep up with. Now you fuck you think I am? Superman? No. I ain't like that, man. See, people always thought like, cause I was a DJ, I got a lot of attention. And older women, like a lot of women, not older women, a lot of women like me and was trying to fuck the DJ. I tell this story all the time. But 90% of those women that hung out with me, I didn't want them because I knew what they was trying to do. They was trying to put me on their fuck list. But I'd have them, I didn't want because they were just drunk and dumb. And Lord knows what they had. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did have a serious girlfriend, she was mad because she was always like worried if I'm cheating on her because all these other bitches was coming up to me and talking shit. And I'll sit there and like tell my woman, look, babe, look, I love you, you Ernie, I'm with you, okay? I don't care about these drunkards coming up to me when I play music, like, So there, but a lot of them didn't believe me. See? Yo, what's up, Mike? How you doing, bro? All right, let me see what I got for you, Jessica, in the Twin Flame section. That's for Jessica. So I had it pretty rough, in my 20s because I really wanted a serious relationship, but it never worked because they always thought that I was messing around. And I'm like, look, I ain't messing around with nobody. All right. Jessica, your twin flame says our connection still affects me. So this person is still hooked on phonics. They claim they're a better person because of you. And you still feel like home to them. So this could be an ex or somebody that's still in your energy from the past that still wants you, still believes that there's something there. I think you told me not too long ago your ex-hubby still wanted you or something like that, or still trying to get you back or some shit like that. So it could be him. Or it could be whoever you have in your mind. Twin blames. That's what I call them. Let me see what my delusional twin flame has for me. I don't even know who my twin flame is, but we'll see what they want. You're going on a date tomorrow? Oh, nice. Have fun. Like I always tell everybody, especially in my cars, go out and have a free dinner. That's what's up. Have fun. Go on a date. It's cool. Might be a twin flame. Might be this person. You still feel like him to them. All right, let me see what I got so I can have a good laugh. Oh my God. Never mind. I don't even want to read it. I don't even want to read it. But I'll give you guys a laugh. It's easier just to stay away right now. Please do. We will be together again. in your dreams. My heart is telling me, just do it. What, you think this is Nike, sweetheart? No. You go ahead. See what's gonna happen. You might not like the answer. Twin blame is what I call you, woman. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just teasing. I don't know who it is, whoever. I don't know. I don't really believe in all that shit, but I'll let you know. Like I always say, I'll invite you all to the wedding when it happens. Whether you come or not, I won't be offended. It's cool. If you feel like you need to stop me from doing it, please do so. That's all I'm saying. Back is over here laughing. My dog's over here snoring. You see her? She has the best life in the world. Nice big bed, AC, eats a whole pile of shit all day. Not really, but Yesterday she ate popcorn. I was in the mood to eat popcorn yesterday, and she saw me. She looked at me. She's like, "Wonder what he's eating." So I threw a piece of popcorn next to her. She was over here. When she hears me eating something or open up a wrapper, she'll be like, she wants to investigate and see what I'm eating, see if it's something good or something she likes. So she ate the first popcorn, the first piece, then she ate another one, then another one, and another one. And then she started looking at me like, "Come on, give me some more." And she was eating popcorn yesterday and thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't give her too much, but gave her like maybe 10 pieces. These dogs, they eat anything. My very first dog, he didn't really eat like chips or popcorn or anything like that. He wanted macaroni and cheese and chicken. He wanted people food. He wanted like that. When he saw my mom coming around the corner with a plate, he'll start doing cartwheels. He'll be like, "Hell yeah, I'm got some good food coming my way. Please, mommy, give me that food." My mom will cut up some chicken, leftover chicken off a bone or something, and give him some macaroni and cheese, all that, and he'll fuck that shit right up. The plate will be moving all over the place. This one here does the same thing. She goes nuts when she eats people food. Today my nephew had for dinner we had ham and cabbage and sweet potato, and but the boys don't eat that. The other one didn't even eat ham. He ate pizza again. He's gonna turn into a fucking pizza. And the other one, he ate ham. We cut up the ham and had and he had Alfredo with it. So he got to like the last bit and he gave it to the dog. Dog ate that shit in 2 seconds. She was like, "Yeah, ham Alfredo sounds good to me." And he said to her, as he put it in her bowl, he said, "You didn't even know what I'm giving you, and you're already licking your chops." And I said, she knows that it's food. She don't care. She don't discriminate. It was pretty fun. We had a good time, laugh. Okay. Hello, V. Yes, I see you sent a donation. I see you sent a donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, you can ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. Okay. Mm, I'm saying something mean to him because he didn't. He like, but now he isn't talking to me. It's been 3 weekends. Well, yeah, that usually happens. When you end up saying something mean to a guy, he's gonna be like, "F this," B, and that's it. You know. Yeah, I know what you meant. It's okay. I know spell check is a pain in the ass. Well, if he was an asshole, then he deserved it. Yes, Mike. I've been called worse, Mike. It's cool. Well, if he acted like an asshole, then he deserved it. That's what I would say. Well, there you go. From one Mike to another. See, Mike says all Mikes are assholes. See? You still get warm, fuzzy feelings because you have a crush on him. See? That's the only reason why you get warm, fuzzy feelings is because you like Mike. You know? Yeah. But I'll find out, see how he feels about you. All right. How does Mike? What are you trying to say, Mike? Hey, now. There you go. All right, let's check. See what's going on here. Well, it seems like Mike is like he's disappointed. Obviously, he's disappointed because he kind of feels like brokenhearted from women in general and from you because he thought that he thought that you were he's attracted to you. He feels like you're good looking, but he thinks that you were visualizing him in a different way, or you probably think he's saying things, or probably when he said something to you and he acted like an ass, like you probably was maybe thinking that you wasn't gonna say what you said or do what you did. So he feels like things are incomplete between you guys, and he's disappointed that that happened. You know, um, I feel like he's been brokenhearted from other women as well. So that's why he probably acted the way he did because he has no faith in trying to be in a relationship or trying to hook up with anybody because to him, like women are disappointing. You know, seems like he's a good guy. He's generous or considerate, or he's like a businessman, or he has a good job, or he's a professional at something. Looks like he's trying to like have do new things and be better in his life. And the last thing on his mind is like being in a relationship or being with a woman, like. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's just him then. I just honestly, I don't think you're on his mind like that. I think the only thing on his mind is work and beginning new adventures and doing things. And he looks at you right now as someone who's disappointed, someone who is like disappointing and just like every other woman to him. You know what I mean? So he feels like I'm not gonna make no effort because she's not gonna make no effort. And if I don't make no effort, then fuck it. That's how he feels right now. I don't think so because he's like disappointed in you. because of what happened. No, I don't see him reaching out to you in the next week or so. I doubt it. Um, Looks like he's still mad about the situation with you. But he's like, he just wants peace and he wants like I said, I keep getting the same thing here. It's like he wants peace. He wants like new things to happen for him. He wants to like get the fruits of his labor. He wants to work on himself, his business, or like all that type of stuff. Like, and as far as like relationships, he feels like it's a failure to him. Like no one is compatible with him and nobody's good enough for him. If you want to apologize, that's up to you. You know, if you feel that's the right thing to do, then go for it. Whether it changes the situation, I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't know. I mean, the cards are telling me that he's not focused, on that. Well, that's another question. I've already answered one question, two questions for you. Well, that's the thing. You already so then you answered your question, you know? You see what I mean? You're answering your own question. If you're very sincere and you're good at apologizing, right? Then go. I would say go for it. If I were you, if you feel my advice to you is if you feel like apologizing will solve the problem, right? Then I would say go for it. At least you apologize, you were the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? Right, but that's okay. At least you apologize so it gets the point across and you're sincere about it, right? So my advice is to do it if you want to. But if you think by apologizing is gonna get you like a date with him where he's gonna like, want you and I don't see that part because I don't see that like him focused on a love relationship. I feel like he's been hurt a lot. So that's why he's not really worried about any woman in his life. I don't get no relationship goals for him. His goal is his career and his life. And because you told me he's a professional guitarist and tech, that like honestly, I wouldn't say you fucked it up. I would say that what's meant to be is meant to be. At the end of the day, you stood up for yourself because you got disrespected or he was an asshole, right? So at the end of the day, you did what you had to do. You can't allow if you're gonna love somebody or you like somebody and they do something for you, that's by that this situation. I'll give you my personal opinion if you want it. That happened for a reason. Spirit was saying to you, I'm gonna make this guy, do something bad to her where she's gonna be pissed and she's gonna fuck him off, and then it's gonna end what could happen could be a disaster and for her in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So I would take this as a sign to not be with the person because when you get a sign right off the bat before you even date somebody, then that's telling you that you shouldn't be around that person. And then a year from now, when you get hurt and you're with the guy, you're gonna say, I should have took that first sign, that first red flag when I fucked him off and he was a dickhead to me. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion on the situation you're in. A second. Yeah. So I mean, that's up to you. If you feel, you know, if you feel like you want to apologize and see what happens, then that's up to you. But I don't see it changing anything. But hey, what do I know? But it's up to you, sweetheart. If you feel like you want to apologize, just for the sake of doing it and to be the better person and be sincere, I would say go for it. It's up to you if you really feel that. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. I wish you luck on that. Okay, Jessica, you can go ahead and ask your question. All right, I got your question here. Never mind. Andre, the Scorpio's intention judgment. All right, let's check. All right. Okay, so this Scorpio you're talking about, I feel like his intentions towards you are kind of feeling like it's difficult for him to open up. It's difficult for him to like put in any type of personal effort into you. If you just met this person or you know him for a while, he kind of feels like, expecting difficulties, like you're gonna give him a difficult time, or he thinks that you might be giving him a difficult time because you're asking about it already. I think he anticipates he anticipates difficulties with you, or he anticipates like he has to put in a lot of personal effort to show you who he is, show you what he's about. I feel like he's a hard-working guy, or he works hard, or he has a hard-working job, and that's like a lot of focus on what he wants to do. Like he commits to the task that he wants to do. He's gonna put in effort, but in the back of his mind, he expects difficulty. He expects the worst. So his intentions towards you is okay. His intentions that he puts forth might not be like upfront and personal. It might be just like he might be very, very frank about things, or he might like show you that he's disciplined and showing. He might tell you a lot about his life, like how he struggles, how he's been hurt, or how he's disappointed and going through things. He might tell you that he's unhappy and he's been, separated a few times from people. He has to separate himself and things like that. But it looks like his intentions is still good, but I would say that he's gonna restrain himself from saying things and doing things with you in the beginning or for a while. So it doesn't look bad. I just think that his mind is wandering off and saying, I hope that I can show Jessica my true self without her judging me. Like he worries about people's judgments, your judgments, but his intentions seem pure. It seems good. I just think that you might get possibly turned off by his personal life, or what he says to you about his personal life, or how he just acts. He might not be super confident, or he might come across as that, but not really. Yeah, looks like he's having like issues with money, and he feels stuck, and he just feels like, whatever I get, as far as information, or like just like telling you about life. He might think that if he tells you about his life, his personal life or something, you might like be turned off by him. So I would say the intentions is okay towards you. It's just that I think that he has a lot of issues, and he won't be able to, you know, completely tell you everything in one day. But I feel like his intentions is okay. He's not like gonna harm you or anything like that. I just feel like he's stuck and he might need help. He's stuck and needs help. But I don't get nothing malicious, nothing bad, nothing like, hurtful or anything. I just think that he needs somebody to talk to. So he might like pick your brain about things and tell you stuff like that. But intentions is okay, not bad. Mm-mm-mm. Mhm. So yeah, that's what I got. Hi, Kelsey. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, unfortunately, the only form of payment I can accept is PayPal because I live in Bermuda and I'm not, in the United States or Canada, so I can only use PayPal because it's international. Cash App and Vimeo, all those other things, those apps don't work here in Bermuda, unfortunately. So yeah, PayPal only for now until further notice. If it ever changes, I would definitely be grateful and everybody can have another way of paying, which would be good. But right now, PayPal is the only way. Yeah, sure, me. If you want to, that's up to you, sweetheart. That's what I'm here for. Okay, sure. Mm, I just decided. Oh, hey, tarot doesn't solve all your problems, but it can if you go to the right person sometimes. But usually the answer is within ourselves. And even if you get rejected, it doesn't matter. It's God's protection. That's how you got to look at it. So I agree with you doing or apologizing or trying to see where it goes if you're really interested in him and you want things to happen, that's fine. But try not to let it consume you. Because sometimes you already got the answer. No answer is an answer, it's like I say. So if you're not getting any answer from him or you're not getting anything, any communication, then that's pretty much the answer. But not too many people see it that way. But it is whatever you want to do. I don't try and convince anybody. Otherwise, everybody has their own life, their own ways. All right. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's cool. I honestly, I thought you were talking to the other Mike that was in here, my friend. I thought you were maybe his friend, and you guys were like talking shit, and that was like the Mike. I thought that's what you was talking about, to be honest. I thought you was fucking around with the other Mike, because Mike is my boy. Like, but I thought you knew him or something like that. I didn't get it. So don't worry, I've been called Mike before. My grandma used to call me Mike, but yeah, it's Mark. Yeah, Marky Mark. It's all good, sweetheart. It's all good. As long as you don't call me an asshole or any other bad names, then we're okay. I kind of figured you like was calling me Mike or thought that I was Mike, but the other Mike kind of when he said Mike too, I thought he was. I thought you guys knew each other or something like that. Then you were like, you said something about, "Hey Mike, don't fuck around" or something like that. I thought that's what I thought. I was kind of confused myself. Yeah. All right. So you want to know, is he willing to see you again? All right. Two. Passed mine, and I was pissed. Oh, okay. So there's some petty shit then. Yeah, I'm not getting a different answer here. I'm getting the same answer. And I see it again in the cards. It doesn't matter how many times I say it or whatever. What I'm getting here is he has nothing personal against you. I just feel that, and what I see in the cards is he's never really had a true, serious love relationship. He's had inconsistent relationships. He's had fake, love relationships. He always had to change. He always had to do this. He's lost money over women he's dealt with. He's unstable right now. He may be a guitarist and a tech person, but I think that he's trying to play catch up in his finances. I don't know if you know that or if you sense that. He might have financial issues or he might be paying off something where the only thing on his mind is work, money, and I ain't worried about no women. He's like money over women type of vibe right now. And because of the argument you have with him or the disagreement or that little, dispute you guys had, it's turned him off. Like he doesn't want to even deal with you. So I got a complete no on him going out with you again or seeing you again or even dealing with you again. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I could be wrong, but from what I see, it's very consistent. It says that he doesn't want nothing to do with you or anybody else. Like it's just a constant focus on himself and his career and what he wants to do. And it's not because of you, mainly it's because of the past that he's dealt with. And a lot of people are like that. Men, women, everybody's like a lot of people are like that. They get hurt so much that they don't even care. All they have to do is get triggered by one little argument or one little thing, and they say, you know what, fuck that, I'm not even going back to that person. So he could be one of those people who he doesn't give a shit about you or anybody else. He's focused totally on himself because he might consider you and women around him a distraction. So even if you didn't have that argument, I still don't see him and you working out. Like I just get a lot of doubt here, uncertainty, indecisiveness. He doesn't seem like a person that makes good decisions. Looks like he has a lot of anxiety. Looks like he like argues with other band members or people that he plays music with, or he just likes confrontation. I don't know if you get that off of him or if you heard about things like that. He might have some jealous people around him that aggravate him, so he kind of doesn't like people right now. But I don't get nothing like I don't get that anything's gonna happen between you guys. I don't see it happening. Even if you were to apologize, he might accept apology, but he'll be like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Life goes on." Yeah. Well, that's what I get. That he cares only about his career and to hell with everybody else. Like he feels like he's one of these people in my what I see in the cards. He's the type of person that he only wants to focus on one thing. He doesn't need multiple things in his life. Like he doesn't want to focus on his reputation and his career and focus on a woman that's going to irritate him or aggravate him or be in the way. And he won't be able to give that woman 100% because he's focused too much on his careers and his reputation. So that makes sense from what you're confirming here and what I see in the cards. You know, the only positive thing I got is that he finds you attractive. You know, well, he probably, in my opinion, he went out with you because he's attracted to you. You're attractive, so he liked the way you look. He's attracted to you, so he was like, "Let me try this woman." And then when you guys got into, well, I can see that by your picture, you know. So you know, some guys are like, I'll just go see date her, see what I can get out of her, see what I can do. And then when you got into that argument, it probably turned him off. It'd be like, yeah, she's just like everybody else. See, I don't care if she's fine. I can get a fine woman. I can get a beautiful woman anytime I want. All I gotta do is play the guitar and talk some shit and sing a song. You got me? Well, the thing is, sweetheart, what's meant for you, my belief is this: what's meant for you will be for you. What's not meant for you ain't gonna happen. So, you know, like I have this thing where if that happened to you, then that's a sign. If I saw otherwise, I'd say it, but I'm not gonna sit here and well, if you just want to hook up, maybe he didn't want that. Maybe he was like looking for more, or maybe he didn't want to. Let me just check something real quick. Oh, right. I got you. Yeah. So I keep getting the same thing. Like I keep getting the same thing that he likes how you look. He likes how you are. He thinks that you're, a prized possession in his eyes. He thinks that, you're the right person. Now, another thing I see here is if you got money and you got a good job and he knows that he likes that about you and he thinks that that's an advantage for him. But, he's still uncertain about the effort. If he puts in too much effort to you, is it going to work? You see what I'm saying? And he like probably hides his emotions from you and probably feels restrained that he can probably give you what you want because you might have, a decent amount already. So he might be like kind of, I'm going to use the word intimidated by you because maybe he feels like, yeah, she don't even need me, because she's already, looking good or has good job or has money or has this or has that. So he might, if that's the case, then he might be feeling like that. But like I said, I don't think that he hates you or, you know, or he has something against you. He's attracted to you. He thinks you're, a good person and whatnot. But I think that he probably took that argument personal and he probably said, "Fuck it, I'm done." Some people are like that. Well, there you go. See, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Maybe, I don't know if this makes sense. No, but see, no. But in a way you didn't. Because I'm going to tell you why I'm going to tell you something, whether you believe it or not, or whether you think it's right or not. I'm going to run this by you. Now that I know what I know, and I kind of felt it through the cards. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Because you're a musician and you're a teacher, you are someone who, to a man, most men, right? Not every man, most men will look at you as like a threat or an intimidation, because a man will say, you know what? Look, this woman's got money, she's got a good job, she's got a nice car, she's beautiful, she can get anybody she wants. So what the fuck am I gonna give her? What am I gonna do? Play the guitar for her every night and sing songs to her? I don't have as much money as she has. So they look at themselves as a downgrade. So most men, if they don't have the equal amount as someone, as a woman, they feel intimidated and they feel like that woman's gonna control them because they have more to them. Now, if that's the case, and the situation between you guys is like that, or you feel like that, then that's what it is. And I'm telling you that most men, because I'm a man and I know that. And that's exactly what men think. If they're not the sole provider, or they have a lot of money. But I'm saying this is the truth though, sweetheart. And this is the truth. And me, on the other hand, if I met a woman like you, I would value that, because I'd be like, hell yeah, I definitely want a woman that's gonna be on my level and have the same amount of money, so we're equal, so we can bond, and we can, it's not gonna be control you, you control me. We're gonna control our destiny together. We're gonna control our relationship, and we're gonna have enough money, enough everything, and we can both support each other through our jobs and what we're doing. Now he might be like at a place where, as far as I see in the cards, he's not on your level. And I feel like he's not on your level. He don't have the type of financial security that you have. You got me? And because you're a good looking woman, that's also like something that goes behind his head, a man's head too. Because they're like, fuck, she can leave me and go get somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Well, there you go. And that's why you came here tonight, because I had to tell you. But I'm telling you the truth. This is how most men feel. And it's most women feel like that too, though. You see what I'm saying? Most women feel like that too. Like, I don't want to be the man that's, got more than me, because I'm gonna feel like a downgrade. He might make me look like his maid or his little bitch, or, like my, his little pet. So when you're on the same playing field, it makes life a little better, because anybody can leave and you don't have to threaten anybody, or, oh, you need me because of my money, or you need me because I'm this, or you want me because I'm beautiful, you know? So that's how the world where it is and has been within relationships. Yeah, we all nobody's like really born, the way they are now. We end up being that way, or we come to that sense, or we come to that stage of life. But from my experiences and living in this world for the amount of time I've been in, and talking to all these people on here, this is what happens, and it's a fact of life. It's reality, unfortunately. And we can't always get what we want, but we should get what we need. And that's self-love, and fuck everybody else. That's just my opinion. So from what I see in the cards and what your situation is and what you've confirmed, that's exactly what it is. And you shouldn't feel sorry about it, or you shouldn't apologize. There's nothing to say. You're not going to change his mind. He's already made up his mind that you are pretty much a risk to him, because if he's not putting in 100% and you are, you might get fed up and be like, this guy was a mistake. He ain't helping me. He ain't doing shit. I'm not gonna be paying for dinner every fucking night. Hell no. You got me? And it's hard, I understand. Like we want somebody really bad and it doesn't happen. And we get upset and then we don't want nobody at all. It's a part of life, but don't let it get you down, sweetheart. Just do what you have to do. The right person will come by. If you believe that, you'll receive that. But don't let Mike get in the way of your happiness. Yes, I know you have a crush on him and you like him and you want him. But when the feeling isn't mutual, then it doesn't matter. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate that, me. Well, I've had crushes on women too, but it didn't work. And I'm sure women had crushes on me and didn't work for them either. So it's life. Not everybody that we crush on we can get. And not everybody that crushes on us we want. There's someone for everyone, I believe that. And eventually, some people get love and some people don't. It's a part of life. But the main thing is loving yourself first. Well, if you do move on, just use this as a lesson. But in my opinion, from what you're saying, that's a sign for you not to be with him. You see, that's a sign. If you had to like argue with him or tell him about himself because he did something bad, that's spirit's way of saying, I don't know if you believe in spiritual like, nudges and stuff like that. Okay. He fixed my guitar for me. That's how we met. Yeah. So imagine how many guitars he's fixed for beautiful women and for people that he's met. You know? Right. You probably felt spiritually nudged to him, but it was like spirit was saying, don't always like what you see and see what you like. You got me? So it's like spirit probably put you there and said, and you were like, damn, this guy's fine, or damn, I like this guy. He fixed my guitar, I want him to fix something else. And then you tried, and then it backfired. And the reason it backfired because spirit was like, hey, only window shopping right here. You can only window shop, V. That's about it. You're not gonna get close to this guy because, yeah, I know you wanted him to tune you up. I know you wanted him to pull your strings and do things for you, which is fine. It's the adult thing. We're adults. It happens. But look at it on the bright side. You know, someone else will value you for who you are and be the right person for you. And then you'll look back and say, oh, yeah, I once liked that guy, but he was an asshole. Yeah, and that's fine. It's okay, you know? And right, and it's okay to be that way because you had high expectations. And because you like somebody a lot, you have a crush on them. It doesn't mean it's gonna work. And sometimes it does, and it's a happy ending, right? But at the end of the day, the spirit's looking out for you. So if I'll put it to you this way, if you have someone very close to you that's in spirit right now that recently passed away in the last 5 to 10 years, that person's really got your back and making sure you get love and not lust, even though you said you would have hooked up with them anyway. And that's cool. That's cool too. Like, I don't look at anybody different because you just want to hook up and you don't really want this or you don't want that. It's whatever you want. It's not my business and not my problem, you know? And not everybody wants a relationship, and not everybody, wants the opposite. And if you have a few, then they're really doing their job. Your spirit army is on the right track. And they just finished telling me to tell you what I've told you. You know? So yeah, and it can happen like that. The lust can get in the way, but if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And Lord knows, because Free will plays into everything. What I tell you today might not happen tomorrow. Like I said, things change. I can't control what the future holds, and neither do you, and neither can him. But right, and that's okay. If you felt like that way, then that's it. That's it. But you never know. But from what I see, it is not going to work. And the reason for that is more his side. You know what I mean? I tell a lot of women, I tell this too, and women will come in here and say the same thing you say. And I tell all women the same thing, and men. And I say, all because you're ready and you like that person doesn't mean that that person's ready and likes you the same way. You can't force a person to love you or like you or want to be with you. It's got to be a mutual feeling, a mutual bond. And if it isn't, it isn't going to work. And if it's forced, it becomes a problem. It's stalking, it's annoying, and then you turn off the whole situation, and then you turn off your own vibe because you're like, I fucking threw myself at this person, and now I look like an idiot. You know? I think it was more of attraction that he felt towards you. I don't think he ever wanted a relationship because he doesn't look like he wants a relationship. It looks like he doesn't even want anything to do with anyone. Looks like he just wants to be like, alone, do his business and do his stuff, and that's it. So maybe make friends here and there, but it doesn't look like he really wants a serious relationship. And if he got hurt pretty bad, then that's why he looks like he's still butthurt. Well, if you felt that, then that's probably what's happening. See, because a lot of guys like to act tough and will lie about their life so they don't look like a chump. A lot of guys would be like, yeah, I told this woman this and that, I left her, rah, rah. Meanwhile, it's the other way around. She left your lame, lazy ass. So a lot of guys like to act tough, but it bites them in the ass. Yeah, I mean, I don't get nothing severely bad about him. I just think that, I think that he's considerate at times, but only for what benefits him. Yeah. And if you felt that he lied to you, then he probably did. Because most people lie more than they tell the truth. 90% of the people that I encounter every day are liars. And they're not telling me the truth because I can see right through them. And a lot of people tell me they see the same thing every day. It's lies and lies and more lies. Lying is the easiest thing to do. To tell the truth is hard for a lot of people. They can't tell the truth because it makes them look bad. They don't want to look like a chump or a dumbass or, whatever. But if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember lies. That's why I tell the truth. I don't have to lie. I need to lie down in my bed. I teach kids no soul is innocent. It is wild. Yeah. My sister's a teacher. She teaches grade 6. She's been doing it for 25 years. I'm not the type of person to talk about school. I hated school. I dropped out of school and I came out perfectly fine. But it's not for everybody, I don't have nothing against school or teachers. I encourage my nephews. I don't have kids, but I encourage my nephews to go to school and get an education so they won't have to bust their ass like me. But I choose to bust my ass and go out in the field and work. I'm an electrician. I do construction work. I do maintenance. I do everything. But majority of my work is outside. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people hate school, but they can teach. It's like me. I taught people how to read tarot. I had classes and stuff on Zoom 2 years ago. I always teach people about life and about things, give advice. Helping people is the way to go. If you help people, then God will help you. It's just the way life is to me. That's the way I live my life. I always help everybody, help my family, my mom and dad, my friends. I help everybody that comes in here as much as I can. you know. And there you go. And that's all you can do for yourself. Being a teacher is a good thing. It's a good job. If you love kids, you have a bond, and it's good for you. It's nice. My I never imagined my older sister being a teacher, and because she never got like honors in school, but she always strived for it. She went to college and got a master's and bachelor's degree. She was in school for 6 years and she became a teacher. She tried to teach in the school that she went to and they turned her down. Yeah, I was too. I wasn't exactly a saint in school. I rebelled against school. I went to a Catholic school. So they made it very difficult for people. Like they felt like, they always pushed religion on you and pushed like to be so great and so nice and do this and do that. So, I had a lot of, I got taught by nuns. My principal was a nun. I went to that school not by choice. My parents put me there. I didn't want to go there because all my friends from my neighborhood went to a different school. So when I went to school, I had one set of friends, and when I came home, I had my other friends. So it was kind of difficult for me to be in that school because I didn't want to be there from jump. And dealing with nuns and dealing with a Catholic school is annoying. Yeah, I'm from Bermuda. I've been here my whole life. Yeah. Yep. Born and raised here and been here all my life. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah. But I ended up having my own business. I've been on my own for 16 years. I don't have no papers or nothing like that. I learned from my elders. I learned from people around me. It's just like this type of work here. I knew I had psychic abilities. I knew I had, a gift, but I never wanted to use it. And this month will make 4 years that I've been on here doing it and helping everybody. And it's the best thing I ever did. It made me be me. A lot of people have a gift. A lot of people can do what I do, but some people do and some people don't. Then some people do it for a year or two and then doubt themselves, or if they get a reading that doesn't come true, and some people say things to them, they give up. But you're not perfect. You're not meant to read everybody. I'm not perfect. I'm not meant to read everybody. I'm not going to be right about every single person. That's impossible. Not even God and Jesus himself is perfect because they are nobody, not everybody likes them and loves them or worships them. People worship the devil and some other gods and whatever. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. You can't please everybody. It's not going to happen. You can be the nicest person in the world, but people won't look at you the same. Everybody's different. Yeah, it is different. It is beautiful, but you know, it's not perfect. The only thing about living here is we have to deal with hurricanes, and it's hurricane season. We've already had two hurricanes come by close, and now we have another one coming towards this way. So hopefully it gets lost in the Bermuda Triangle and goes somewhere else. But hopefully it doesn't go anywhere near land, and hopefully it goes out into the ocean and swims around and leaves everybody alone. Yeah, nothing ever is, but it's all good though. But you can be the perfect version for yourself. That's the only thing that you can be perfect. You can try to be perfect for you. Be the perfect version of yourself. Give yourself everything you've always wanted. That's the best life you can give yourself. I realized that once I did it. Coming on here and talking to people all over the world, I've talked to thousands of people in the last 4 years, and it's opened my eyes up that life is not as bad as you think when you listen to someone else's story. And that's what I tell everybody. You don't know what a hard life is until you hurt someone else's. Then that person that you just heard with a harder life than you, that person's heard about somebody else that's had a harder life than them. So it's always to have your attitude should be gratitude. Always give thanks. It could be, a lot worse. All right, sweetheart. It was good talking to you. Nice meeting you. I wish you all the best. Keep doing what you're doing, and love will eventually come your way. Good night, sweetheart. Take care. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. I'll think about it. Okay, yeah, I'll give you one. All right. I think you need a love message tonight. No, I'm just teasing. I want a damn love. I'm too old for love, damn it. Okay. See, love hack now. Granny Ninja said those days are over, Marky. All right, let's see what I got for you. See what your daily message of the day is. Your daily message. All right, this is your card. Some clouds, partly cloudy. You might be feeling partly cloudy. And it says, be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Isn't that true for an Aquarius? Because whatever we think and feel ends up becoming our actions. And that's not good for the other person. That's why it says, be aware. Oh, shit. I just finished telling somebody that. They said, look, when I feel and think something, it's not a good thing for you, So be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. So yeah, there you go. I live and die by that. That's something that is definitely how I am. All right, let's see what my card is. My card is the sunset here. I actually saw my friend post up a sunset picture today. Respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. Amen. Respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. Yes, I am on my healing journey to think positive every day and not allow the outside noise to get in my ear. It's very hard not to, but I am trying and succeeding. You're welcome, no problem. So yeah, the update on the hurricane is it's still far away from us. They don't know when it's gonna turn. It's now a category 5. It's humongous. Thank God it's not hitting anybody right now because they'd be in a devastation state. I hope to God it stays away from those islands. Right now it's by Antigua and all these other like islands, Puerto Rico, and I'm like, fuck no, don't go to those places, please. They'll get wiped off the face of the earth. So it's like 150 50 miles an hour, 140 or something like that. That's fucking ridiculous. The eye is so big, it's like bigger than Bermuda. And I'm like, please don't come here. I don't want you. Don't come here. Leave me alone. So the latest models keep saying that it's going to come close to Bermuda, but not like directly on us. Because apparently, like there's a high pressure that's kind of moving it away from us, which is great. And there's like another jet stream kind of like pushing it up towards the north. But they say it's supposed to go towards New York and Boston and Canada area, like at its final arrival. So I'm hoping to God that doesn't happen. That's not going to be good. If that thing hits anybody, it's not going to be good. So either way, if it does come here, we're prepared. Bermuda's always prepared. We have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. That's all. But it won't be that big of a storm when it gets here. Apparently after Sunday, like Monday, it's gonna downgrade back to a 3, but still a Category 3 hurricane is still nasty. It's no bueno. But I'll keep everybody updated, and I'm sure everybody watches the news anyway. It's like the major headline right now is that damn storm. So, I don't know. I don't have a feeling. I have a feeling it's not going to come here. It's not going to affect us that much. That's my gut feeling. So let's go with that. Bing. Yes, Ninja. You can ask your question. Thank you. Do you like lemonade? I don't really hear people talk about lemonade. I love lemonade in the summertime. I found this lemonade that I like. I don't really like certain lemonades. It's too nasty, too sour. If I have to water it down a lot, then I don't want it. But you drink water with lemons. Okay, well that's lemonade, pretty much. I got this lemonade about 3 days ago. I tried this new lemonade. But I'm kind of like, I love lemonade. I like Minute Maid lemonade, and I have a new one now from Bowl and Basket. It's a company from Canada that makes the lemonade, and it's really good. I kind of like it. I only drink lemonade during the summer. A general reading, please, of luck. Good luck. You got to make your luck. You know what I consider luck? Is getting something that you've never gotten. That's luck to me. If I get something I've never gotten in my life and I've always wanted it, I'll be like, fuck, I'm lucky. I got something I've always wanted. Money? You're going to die broke anyway, so don't worry about it. It's okay. Let me tell you, more money? Well, I know you're an Aquarius and you're in February like me, correct? All right. I believe your birthday is in February like mine. And I'm not saying this to get your hopes up, but we're about to get that money. We're about to get it in some way, somehow. And whatever way it comes, we're going to get it. But it's going to be like towards the end of the year, going into next year, we're going to feel like more stable, more financially stable, and we're going to get money through some way, somehow. With me, I know that for a fact I'll be getting it. So whether when it is, I don't know, but that's the time frame that I feel that most Aquarians will get it. Because astrology has been something that I don't really, care about too much and don't really follow until recently, because a lot of the astrology is making sense to me now because I know how to, to take it and how to like listen to it and how to read it. But Astrology has been very accurate this year with me. So tarot readings, no, but astrology, yes. My dog's snoring in the background. If you hear her, she's like going snore crazy. In this luck, I am asking, does it include pay raise? Yeah, poor sight. She snores during the night. During this time, it's midnight here anyway. But like she's been outside lately because it's been actually been a lot cooler here since the hurricanes passed by. It's been really cool. It's not that hot in here. It's like 80 degrees instead of 88, 89, and the humidity's dropped at least 20%. So it's been really nice here the past few weeks. Oh hell yeah. I don't like summertime. It's too freaking hot. I look at my face and my arms like I'm all like burnt up and tan, which I don't mind. It's good for your skin, you know. Well, sometimes humidity is good for your skin, so they say, and vitamin D from the sun. Okay. Okay. All right. So in the next 30 days, I would say in general, there's going to be some difficult situations here and there. But what I do get, the overall in the next like month or so, I would say that destiny and fate is going to be, put in place for you where things are going to go round and round and round and seem like, there's no conclusion or you're waiting for a conclusion. You're waiting for that advancement for the better. You don't want the worst. You're always wanting the better, but you always fear the worst. And eventually, things will approach and end the problems that you have. Like I already said, like it's going to eventually end. Things are going to end up, being good. A lot of unexpected things might happen, but it's fate, it's fortune. The outcome is for the better and for the worst. So if something bad happens, it was meant to happen in order for something better to come in. You see what I mean? So don't worry about like anything. There's nothing like completely bad here. What it is a lot of hesitancy, a lot of like hesitant behavior, anxiety, thinking about things too much, doubting things, uncertain. You don't want to feel embarrassed. You don't want to feel like, like you're losing. Like try not to feel that way. It's just a feeling. It's not actually happening. It's just a feeling you have. Um, there could also be like a man that is very weak and doesn't have and is very insecure and could also make you feel that way too. So there might be a man around you that has no willpower and he feels like if he doesn't do something, he's going to be a disgrace or he's going to feel like, I can't hold it down for you or around you. So you might deal with a man that's kind of like has no oomph and no desire to do things. He kind of like gave up and be like, you know what, I don't fucking care. Like I'm not doing anything. Yeah, it could be. It looks like a younger person. Aries, Aries or a person who just like you don't like. So this person is just someone who is in your energy and someone that you might be like, oh God, this fucking idiot, he's a real disgrace. He's never gonna change. So yeah, obviously I know he's kind of like that already. So it could be him. Um, or it could be somebody that you deal with that's like very selfish or they cause delays in your life. Like I said, this is for the next 30 days, so it can happen, today, tomorrow, and 10 days from now. There's gonna be somebody who you note to yourself, yep, look at this idiot. Yeah, he's in Aquarius too. Yeah, so it's it doesn't have to be the sign that I say. Obviously, I just said it, but it could be anybody that's around you that is insecure, has no imagination, causes delays, is a pain in the ass, selfish, and like is someone you consider a disgrace. And like I tell everybody, not all Aquariuses and not all signs are alike, because we all have different things in our charts that make us different. You know, sounds like him. Yeah, he might be causing some issues in the next 30 days, and you'll be like, "Yep, here he goes again." Nothing to you personally, probably, but like someone that you deal with in the next 30 days. But the main thing here is just know that your destiny, your fate, your fortune, and the outcome of everything that happens um, is going to have a conclusion. It's going to have an ending. It's going to be the final problem solved. Just know that you're going to have to go through bullshit in order to get to the right situation and the right event and the right, you know, approaching of the problem. It's going to take some time. Um, the good thing is there is I see a fatherly person, your dad here in spirit. He's making sure that you stay honest and mature and devoted to your family, your friends, and just have sympathy for those who need it and not sympathy for those who don't deserve it. So he's asking you to show your sympathy, show your show that you're educated, show that you're smart, show that you're dedicated to your marriage, your husband, the father of your children, towards him as well, and just be honest and just be like him. Whatever. So what this message means here is, how we say, "Oh, that's what my dad would have done," or if my dad was here right now, he would have said this, or if my dad was here, he would have done that, or in my dad's case, he would have did this. So you might have moments this month going into next month where you're gonna be like, "Fuck, if dad was here, he would have said, be smart, do this," or "Hey, be honest, just tell this person the truth." So you can look like a person who is mature and devoted to what you're doing. Like he's saying, don't beat around the bush. Don't lie, don't like make things up. Just tell the truth. And if you're uncertain about something, just know that you can allow it to go around again before it comes back to you again, and then you make the decision when it comes back around to you. So there's a lot of cycles here that he wants you to know that if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. But if it feels right, it's your destiny, it's your fate. You gotta do it. So he's saying, keep the doubt and the uncertainty out of your mind. Be honest to yourself. Can you do this? Will you do this? If I was here, what would I tell you? You got me? So there's a there's like a stagnation that you have around you, like things are slow, or you want things to change, but it can only change so much, and that's why these things are happening. But it's nothing bad. It's just that you might deal with a person, a man who is going to aggravate you or aggravate people around you or the person you love. It's someone who's tricky that you already know, like I know what this person's all about. Hey BT, how you doing? How you been? I see you just donated, BT. Thanks, I appreciate that. I got my CC card taken off, and yeah, right, yeah, and that's exactly what your main focus is dealing with those things. But be honest to yourself. That's what your dad wants, and that's what the cards are saying. Be honest to yourself and be mature about things. Don't do something that's gonna interfere in your life or stagnate things or make you doubt something. If you start to doubt things, just say, "What would my dad do if he was here?" He'll probably smack me in my head and say, "Just go for it, just do it," or "Why are you doing that? You should do this," or "Hey, look, just do it and just see what the hell is gonna happen." you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, he's kind of saying that's why he showed up in the cards, a father, a person that's your father. So it's him. He's like pretty much saying, hey, look, just do what I would do, even if it's not right to you. But what would I do? I'm right. Because our dads and moms are always right, right? Because they know more than us, they've seen more than us, they've done more than us. But that's not always the case. Because not all of us do the same things. That's why I try and tell my dad, you can't tell me how to do electrical work because you never done it. So I know something you don't, okay? What you talking about? Happy seeing you too, BT. I'm glad you're here. I'll answer your question now. I'm finished with Ninja. But that was nice of your dad to come through again, Ninja. That's nice. I like seeing spirit come through and say what they have to say. So it was positive, nothing bad. I just think that just try not to doubt how your future and how your fate and how your destiny is gonna be. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I've been saying that like all week to people. Okay, I started having some feelings for my colleague at work. We just talked more recently, all work related. It's exciting but nervous at the same time. You know what, BT? I was wondering when you were gonna say this to me because I feel a connection between you guys, but you never really said anything. So I kind of feel like you guys have a bond there, but I think it's more of like a hesitant bond, like a bond of uncertainty. Like I wonder if she likes me. I wonder if he likes me. It's like I wonder, or if it's just gonna work, which is normal. I think everybody does that. You're welcome, Ninja, anytime, and thank you as well. Yeah, but like the cards also like you have told me in the past that there is like a connection there, but it's more of a I don't know, like a timidness between both of you. And sometimes one person isn't ready, the other one is. Sometimes both aren't ready. And sometimes things just happen. You know, a conversation can change everything. All right. So, yeah, I'm trying not to say that, because the thing is I know, it's a fact to you that you have failed in love many times. We all have. Um, but we can't let that, be like an excuse for not finding love. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I know that you're saying it because it's a fact to you, but if you say it out loud, it's gonna end up staying that way. Um and another thing is, but there is no right person. You know what I mean? If you think you're gonna find the right person, then you're wrong because the right person is you. Only you can love you the most. There's no person in this world that's going to love you more than you love yourself. And the right person could be, yes, there is a right person that can be with you for a long period of time, but there's always the right person that you feel is the right person for 10 years and then they leave. And then you never find nobody else again. It's happened to millions of people, but um, choosing the right person is a task because you might choose the right person at that time or for the next 5 years you'll be in love and you'll be happy, but then something bad happens, that person dies, you die, whatever, something like that happens. I'm just saying, I'm saying the worst case scenario is that everybody feels like I have to find somebody, I have to like be in love, I have to get married, I have to have kids or else I failed. No, it's not. That's not the case. I'll be honest. I'm 46. I'm single, never been married, never had kids. But my dream is to do all the above. But if it doesn't happen this year, next year, or the following year, it hasn't happened for 46 years. But guess what? It might happen tomorrow. It might happen the next day. It might happen next year. It might happen before I die. And if it does, I'll be grateful that it actually happened because it's something that I want. It's not something I need though, you know? Nobody needs that. It's something that we want and we desire, like a job, like a materialistic thing. I think people are too hard on themselves when it comes to love. I really do. Nobody's perfect, you know? So I can actually, there was no one admitting they love me. I love you, BT. If no one loves you, I love you, BT. I love everybody who comes in here majority of the time, unless I even love them and they sleep. I still love you, but some people I love when they sleep because they don't bother me. If I tell people in here, you probably heard me say it. I don't know if you ever did, but I tell people I love you when you sleep. At least I love you when you sleep, because when you sleep, you leave me alone. That's when I love you the most. That's what I tell some of my nephews. I love you guys when you sleep because you ain't there aggravating. Well, don't be hard on yourself, BT. I'm trying to uplift your love emotions, Um, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. There's more to life than being with somebody in love. But anyway, let's check. Yeah, oh, I know. I know. I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. I love being single, and I love my life. I've been single for 6 years, and it's been the best 6 years ever. I don't have to deal with nobody. I've had chances to be in relationships and date, but I choose not to because I don't want no drama. I just can't be dealing with it anymore. But if somebody comes into my life that I find attractive, I find compatible, and I find that I'm not going to waste my time and I'll try, then I'll go for it. But if I feel like I'm wasting my time or I got a bad vibe, then I'm not going to waste my time. My time is precious right now. So I'm not just going to give it to any random woman because they look amazing or they just want to have sex. That's not my cup of tea. But hey, everybody is different. All right. I don't see Eric like having any type of desire to be in a relationship. I still think he's stuck on his past. He might be caught up on a past person that he was with, especially if he was in a relationship in the last 3 years. He's probably still dwelling on his past. Um, Another reason why he doesn't want anything to do with a relationship is because he doesn't want to get into any arguments. He doesn't want to like any like quarrels, or he doesn't want to be jealous or feel jealous because his woman's around somebody else talking to somebody. I also think he doesn't like he's very selfish and he wants to like his time. He worships his time to himself. He doesn't really want to share his time with any woman or anybody. And I think that he'll cause a woman sadness. He'll be an asshole if he wants to. I think that he has a controlling side, and he'll be like, you know what? If this woman ain't doing what I'm telling her to do, then I'm gonna fuck her off and tell her go to hell, and I'm gonna make her feel like she's a somebody that I can control. So I think that he has issues with love and trying to find love because of his past. His past has come up big time here in the reading. So I think that he doesn't even want a relationship at all. I think that he just, wants to keep to himself. And I think that if he was in a relationship with you or anybody, where he has been in a relationship where there was some type of arguing and like abuse. Let's check on how he feels about you. That's the question. That would determine pretty much what's going on. Yeah, I get the same thing. It doesn't matter how I act. What I'm getting is like nothing's gonna happen between you guys in any type of romantic way. I don't get anything happening. I still get here that if like I don't know if he's been married and divorced. If he has, he's still caught up on the divorce or caught up on the separation he's had with this last woman. He doesn't think women are very good. He thinks women are narrow-minded, malicious, and deceitful, and he has like a vendetta against certain women. How he feels about you, he feels like you might be a little ill-tempered, like you might he might have seen you get mad and he'd be like, yeah, she's a wild one. I don't know if I can handle her. She might tell me about myself. Um, he thinks that you're like sharp or you're like you're quick to say something or you're quick to like look a certain way or feel a certain way. And he also feels like he can't afford a woman. I don't know if that makes sense, but I had this conversation earlier with somebody else in here, and I feel like it's the same situation, like where the guy Eric might feel that he doesn't have enough to hold a relationship down or hold a woman down and give her what she wants. Yeah, that's what it is then. He's caught up on that past relationship. If he had a long relationship, then that's affecting him. He's still allowing that long term. That's why I kind of get like a marriage and a divorce because even if he didn't get married, he probably had a long term relationship. And like you said, he had a long term relationship and that affected him because he probably thought that that woman was the right person for him for the rest of his life. And when it didn't work out, they rebel and they don't want to have another relationship because they don't want to feel hurt again in the long run. It's kind of like what I said earlier. You know, you can find the right person for a year or two or 10 years, you know. Well, I don't think he's loyal to her. I just think that maybe he's upset that it didn't work out. So if it didn't work out, he's kind of got that feeling where, well, what makes you think I'm gonna work out with BT? You know, what makes you think I'm gonna work out with someone else? Or like he has this feeling where, you know, if this happens to me again, I'm gonna completely go off my head, you know? Some people get honestly, I'm not saying he did, but from what I get in the cards, it seems like he got affected really bad by the breakup, especially if it wasn't his fault. But if it was his fault, he still feels almost the same way. So I've kind of read this energy for a lot of people, so don't feel bad. I've read this energy a lot lately where there's no mutual feeling for the person that you feel for because of their life is fucked up or they had a messed up upbringing, they had a bad relationship, a bad divorce, they have no money, they have no job, or there's something holding them back from being who they really need to be. And that's the bottom line is a lot of people are not ready to go back into the love sector. I feel I am, but not only for the right person. I'm not going to waste no time. And I suggest everybody do the same. Don't just give yourself to anybody. Allow that person to work for your heart, not for your private parts. Well, he might be happy because he's talking to you about it. He's got it off his chest, or maybe, you know, yeah, okay, well, with his new job position, yeah. Oh, a new job position can do it. Well, BT, I don't see nothing happening between you guys in the next 6 months. And like I said, the reason for that is again, look, I have 78 cards in here, and it doesn't matter. The cards will come out in different cards in a different way, but the same message. And it keeps telling me that his last relationship has ruined his love feelings. Yeah. I wouldn't say your feelings are wrong. It's just that your feelings are for a person who isn't feeling love for anyone. It's not that they don't feel love for you. It's just that he is a person who is not willing to love right now or in the future because of his past. So when you deal with a person like that, it's not wrong for liking that person or feeling for that person. It's just you can't get that person because they don't want anybody. They don't have anything against you. They just have, you know, they just want to protect their heart from getting hurt again, which is totally understandable because I used to feel that way too and still do in a way. Like, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to put time into somebody for like a year and then break up and I'll be like, see, like, fuck this. And I'll be saying the same thing you just said. Yeah. So look, my feelings is wrong again. I picked the wrong idiot again. But you know what? We we're human beings. We feel for people. And sometimes we feel for people that are not ready for us. They're not ready for a relationship and they just want to be left alone. And I'll be honest, I've turned down a lot of offers in the past 6 years. I didn't want to get myself in another relationship. I didn't. I was like, fuck this. I want my time for myself. So I don't knock somebody that doesn't want a relationship or doesn't feel the same way I do. That's cool. And I think you should feel the same way. So I wouldn't say your feeling is wrong. I would say that your feeling is right to you because you like him. You feel like something can happen and something may well happen in the future. But right now, I think it's up to him to change those thoughts and change those feelings. So if he lost this person long term, like I see in the cards, and you're confirming, that's what it is. It's not you. It's just him and his feelings. So it's okay to like somebody like that and want to be with somebody like that, like you want to. But at the end of the day, he's gonna have to look at himself and say, hey, I want to get back out there on the market. And what's meant for you is gonna be meant for you at the end of the day. But I always felt like when I read your situation with him that he confides in your conversations and he likes to conversate with you. He may consider you somebody that he would date, but he's not ready. He's not ready mentally. He's not ready emotionally. I can see that. But my suggestion and advice to you, BT, is to continue the good vibes that you have and dwell on his positivity and his happiness right now. Well, but you might not be, because look, you know that saying, we got to be friends before we can be lovers, you know? So if you show him more, then maybe the energy will be different. So it could be up to you. It could also be you because you're actually admitting that, you know, he was trying to make you talk to him. So if he wants to talk to you, talk to him, interact with him. Don't be scared, you know? So it's kind of your I wouldn't say your fault, but it's kind of has to be it has to be a 100% each. So if he likes talking to you and wants to talk to you, then allow him to talk to him back. Don't be scared. Just go for it. You don't have to fuck him or be in a relationship with him to be a good friend. It can turn into something better. He might need that extra trust, and I think you also need it too. So I would say keep interacting with him because that's a sign that he likes you. Yeah, but if you live like that, BT, then then you're gonna hurt yourself even more. From what you're saying, you doubt yourself and you doubt the connection you have with people. Listen, life is about, life is about making yourself happy. And if you feel that you'll be happy, you know, yeah, I feel he does too. Yeah, I always felt that. But you're right about that, and I see it in the cards through the other times you talked to me about it. That's why I was surprised when you asked me today, what's the deal with the connection? Is it going to work? It can work, but how is it going to work if there's no energy exchange? So if you're afraid and he's like saying to himself, fuck, I wish that she would open up to me because you know, I'll be trying to get her. So that's why the cards have probably come out the way they have because there's no serious energy connection there. If you're not in his energy every single day, talking to him for at least 20 to 30 minutes a day, then there is no energy shift. There's no energy connection. Cards won't be able to really determine how a person feels if there is no conversation and face to face meeting. People think because they text each other they're in love. That's not energy. That's bullshit. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but people actually think that because they text somebody and see somebody's picture that they're in love or something. So why don't you like wait till lunchtime and then talk to him at lunchtime? But you know what? If you feel like it's disturbing or confusing, then maybe it's not meant to adjust to something better. But if you my advice my advice to you is to if you really like him, show him you like him. Show him you like him. You don't have to say it, you just show him. But do it in a way where you're not disturbing him. You got to figure that out because you work there, not me. If I worked there, I would tell you, but I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. But you have lunch times, you have breaks, you have mornings, you have, knock off time. Sometimes, it's not always up to the man to do everything. The woman should do some things too, especially if she likes the guy. Because sometimes guys are wusses. They don't say nothing about their feelings. Sometimes they need the woman to like give them that little head start. And then once they get it, they're like, okay, I'll do the rest because now I know she likes me. Good night, Ninja. No problem. You too. Thanks. I'll keep you updated. It really depends on us. I've had both situations where women have come to me and asked me, if they can go on a date with me and I've had a lot of situations where I ask the woman and sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. And the same directed to me where a woman will ask me, I'm like, no, I'm not interested, sorry. Or I don't really want to date nobody right now. Don't be offended. And I feel like I break their hearts, but at the end of the day, I'm being honest. Or if I really not feeling that chick, I'm not gonna go nowhere with her. I'll be like, no, sweetheart, no thanks. But if I really like you, I'm gonna like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, well, that's a good sign. See, that's a good sign. What is there to be worried about? That's a good sign, BT. Usually, you talk after work. That's even better. Well, there you go. I would say continue to talk to him and build the trust because you're already friends. You're already work colleagues, right? But you shouldn't. You shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't. I mean, I can't tell you how to feel. You feel the way you want. But in my opinion, you shouldn't feel less confident in front of him. If he wants to talk to you, that's a good sign. But that's okay. Don't be like that, sweetheart. Don't say those things. It's not about that. Some people that he probably doesn't care. If he was comparing or if he had any doubt in his mind that he wasn't gonna speak to you, why does he speak to you? If you're feeling the way you do, it's because you feel like he feels a way about you. But how is he gonna express himself if you feel that way? Listen, I know it's hard, and it's easy to say. It's easier said than done, like they say. But I would say, don't worry about if it doesn't work out. Don't worry about failure. Don't worry about those things. Just worry about living in the moment. You know, being a listener and talking to him and listening to him and talking to him. It's not about confidence. It's about building it's building a friendship that can be more than that. And then you can feel confident even more as time goes on. The way you build confidence is being in front of somebody and allowing yourself to listen to them, hear them, and talk to them. Then you get used to it. But if you keep avoiding it, then you're never going to know the truth. Just my opinion. I want the best for you, BT. You're a good person, and I feel like this can work, but it's only going to work if you allow it to, and try not to compare yourself to him. Everybody's different. When you say you feel less confident, you have nothing to compare, you've already lost the battle because you've lost because of what you're saying. What you got to say is, I want to be in front of him. I like him. I know he likes me. I like him back. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to try and understand that the only way this is going to work is if I put in my time. He's making the effort. I have to make the effort too if this is going to work. And if you're not making any effort, or if you feel that way, then he's gonna sense that, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm beating a dead horse here. Like nothing's happened. This chick's whack. Like what the fuck? I'm trying, and she don't even care." So he's probably gonna lose interest. So my suggestion is to keep talking to him, keep conversating, especially if you like him. There's nothing better to a man, in my opinion, than a woman that listens, a woman that cares. I don't care about a confident woman. I care about a woman that's going to tell me the truth. So if you're telling him the truth, you're talking to him, you care, then fine. Go for it. But you are. You just got to show it instead of say it. I don't get any bad vibes from you. I think you're a great person, and I think that if you open up to more conversation without doubting yourself, you'll be even better. The worst thing you could do is say, I have nothing, I feel less. Those things should not be said or typed. You gotta say, I will talk to Eric, I will be confident, I will make an effort, I will talk, I will allow myself to listen, I will allow myself to open up to these things. I am strong. You gotta delete the doubt out of your mind. And listen, I know it's not gonna happen overnight, but it can start, but it has to start with you. So now that I've heard everything you said, and you said everything, if I looking at the cards, the problem isn't really him, it's you as well. And you have to, in order to get his mind away from it, then that's it. Well, then that's okay. Maybe he does think that way. And if you are the risk taker, then take the risk. Keep taking that risk. At the end of the day, be honest. That's all you got to do, BT. My suggestion to you is be as honest as you possibly can. If you're telling a story, tell it right. Tell the truth. and you'll feel better. You'll feel the confidence come out of you as you tell the truth. Yeah, right. And that's because of the energy exchange, you know? Yep. So the only way you're gonna change this whole thing is if you do what you're supposed to be doing, is do the things that you doubt. Do the things that you doubt. If you doubt it, then do the opposite. Do what you doubt. If you doubt doing that, then don't do it. Do something, do the opposite, do the right thing, do the honest thing. That's all. And you'll see it'll change. It's also the retrograde for another week. So things are going to be difficult communication wise. So I would say, keep it light, do what you got to do. You know, there's a mutual feeling there, but there has to be a mutual communication barrier. Something that is trustworthy and feels right. I would say continue to talk to him and continue to like work yourself up to the point where you don't compare and you feel confident. And the only way you're going to feel that way is if you talk to him more. But you're not going to fail. Because if it doesn't work out, it's not a failure. It's just a lesson learned. If you fail, you can always come cry on my shoulder. My shoulder is always available for you, BT. Just know Marky loves you and I care about you and you can cry on my shoulder. When all fails, everybody has me. I'm always plan B, sometimes plan D. But it was good talking to you. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm going to get my ass to bed. I got to go work tomorrow. But I had a good time tonight talking to all my friends and all my clients, and I had some new people come in. So it was fun talking to everybody. But as usual, I always try to make everybody realize that there's more to life than the things that we worry about. Just stay happy, stay positive, and it'll all work out in the end of the day. Don't be hard on yourself. Love yourself. You're welcome, BT. Good seeing you, and thanks again for coming by. Nah, that's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm not even like tired, but I have to put my ass to sleep. I gotta wake up at 8 tomorrow. So yeah. Enjoy your day. Stay confident, stay positive, and everything will work out. Yes, be healthy. That's the main thing. Health is wealth. But anyway, sweetheart, it was good talking to you, and go get it. Go do what you got to do. Don't doubt. All right. And if you want to make the communication better, wear a blue shirt. And don't tell anybody I told you these secrets, okay? Wear a blue shirt if you can. I don't know if you wear a uniform or whatever, but if you don't wear a uniform and you can wear a regular clothes, wear a blue shirt, like a baby blue shirt, like your BT thing here, like that color blue. Blue initiates communication and positive communication. So if you wear blue while you talk to somebody, it helps. But I don't tell nobody my secrets, okay? Yes, blue. Color blue. Any type of blue works, but if it's dark, it's not that great. Like a navy blue is not good. But like a blue, like your profile picture blue, that color is very good. And like this color blue, like that blue. This blue or that blue, either one. Any type of blue, but not dark, like a light blue. It helps with communication. All right? Maybe that'll help. Let me know how it works. He might compliment you. I might be coming to a wedding soon. All right, sweetheart. Take care and be safe. I'll talk to you next time. I should be here tomorrow.